Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another whole collection project pan update. This is update 7, I believe. This project was created by Becky Loves Kanga and has turned into a bit of a group collab with some lovely ladies who you can find in my description box. In this project, you randomly generate however many products you want, I suppose. I am currently doing 10 products from your entire beauty collection, and you can choose your goals accordingly. Some of us have 5, 10 uses, hit pan, finish, 20, 30, 50 uses, like, doesn't matter. Originally, Becky did finish everything. If she drew in an eyeshadow, she didn't just want to hit pan on it, she wanted to finish it. She wanted to finish the blushes she rolled in, etc. That is some intense panning that is not my style of panning. I am using this project as also kind of like a shop my stash, reaching for things I wouldn't normally reach for, or finish some things that maybe weren't a priority for this year, but now I'm happy to be working on them. We did just refresh last month, so I'm feeling really good with my selection of products and have some good progress to share with you. So let's just hop right in with the product that has been in here the longest. Last month I changed my 20 uses down to 10 for some products because I wanted to move through things a little bit more. I've been itching to touch more of my collection before the end of the year. So the e.l.f. Putty Blush in the shade Fiji, I did have 20 uses on it, but again in the refresh I adjusted that goal to 10, and I used this 6 times this past month, which means I met the 10 use goal. This was so fun to incorporate in my more summery makeup looks. I really enjoy this formula. I have combo skin and I do get very oily right here, and I didn't have any fading issues with this, which I have heard others mention, and this was a lot of fun. I'm glad I used it. There is no dip or anything in this product, and I've used it more than like the 10 uses that it was in, this project. I've had it for a year and a half, I think, and it still looks pretty much brand new. There's like some disturbance on the surface, but this is going to last me forever. I do want to try the luminous version, the newer release, but I don't need that right now. But this is a goal met. Next I have the Milani eyeshadow primer in. My goal is to finish this. I did use this 11 times since the last update, bringing me up to 21 uses in this project, and it looks exactly the same. I couldn't make a new line. I didn't even make a line originally because it just takes forever, but I am squeezing this much harder now each day, which is a good sign, I suppose. It's completely empty up here, completely flat. There's just kind of product along the edges here, so I do hope that this is finished soon, but it's just the eyeshadow primer I'm reaching for on a daily basis. I don't do my makeup every day, but that is going to stay in the project. Next I have a lip pencil. This is ColourPop Lumiere. This is very old in my collection, so my goal with this is also to finish. I did use this 7 times since the last update for 10 total uses in this project, and I can just make the tiniest of lines again. I don't know why this is moving so slowly for me. I'm not about to like completely waste it. I do fill in my entire lips with this every time I use it, but I still don't have to sharpen it all that often. So I think that this is still going to be kicking around by the end of the year, but I am reaching for it. If I reach for this Milani eyeshadow primer 11 times, that means since the last update I did my makeup 11 days, and I used this lip liner 7 of those days. So I'm reaching for this pretty frequently, and I did have, a day where I wore a bold reddish lip, and sometimes I reach for just a plain old nude. I have a cat hair on my cheek that I can see in my, if this is peripheral, what's this? I don't know if that's also peripheral. I can like see it, but I can't seem to get it off my face. Anyways. Next I have the Finding Ferdinand Nob Hill Red lipstick. My goal is just 5 uses on this because it is such a bold pinky red shade. I will swatch it. Very vibrant. I did reach for this one time this past month, meaning I have 4 more uses to go. I really do like this lipstick. It's just not an everyday shade, but I wore this once, and then I wore Bite Beauty Sangria Slush, their lip stain. So I've been wearing bold lips, you know, a little bit here and there this summer, which has been fun, but 4 more uses on this. The Hourglass Micro Brow Pencil. My goal is to finish this. I was shocked to see how little was left when this got randomly selected. It seemed silly to have it lingering in my collection, and it only took 5 days for me to finish this. Thankfully, I was able to do both brows when it was at the end of its life. I have had a brow pencil quit on me when I was mostly done one brow, and then when I did the other one with a different brow pencil, they didn't match perfectly. But this is completely empty, and this was quite a pricey item. I did get it in a BoxyCharm, but it definitely boosted my makeup empties for this year, which I'm really happy about. But 5 uses and this was done, so we'll have to roll in something to replace that. Next I have the ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in the shade Frou Frou. My goal is to use this 5 times, and I have used it twice so far. It is like a bluish purple duochrome. It's an ultra glitter finish. It's very beautiful, more of a topper than I was expecting, so I wasn't super happy with my first look because I kept my lid like bare basically, and I didn't quite like that. But when I put, I think it was a purple all over my lid and topped it with this, it was really, really beautiful. So 3 more uses before this guy can roll out. Another like bigger ticket product, I guess, is the First Aid Beauty Pores Be Gone Matte Primer. I did say my goal is to finish this even though it's very full. So here is where we were last month, and we did only make a little bit of progress, but I did use this 6 times since rolling it in last month, and that is the progress I made, which doesn't seem like very much. And again, I think this might be sticking around into the new year. Same as the lip pencil, but that's okay. I really like this primer and I'm happy to be working on it. I just don't feel super confident that I will be able to finish it. Next I have the Rare Beauty Liquid Highlighter in the shade Mesmerize, this like rose gold kind of shade. My goal is to use this 10 times and I've only used it once so far. In terms of liquid highlighter, my priority right now is the Becca Liquid Opal that is in Deck of Panning. I really want that to be a complete makeup empty this year, so I am reaching for that more often than this. Obviously, I only reached for it once, but I do want to get those uses in before my tan fades because this is a bit dark for me when I'm at my fairest, and right now I have a decent tan on. Both fake and just being outside with the kids all the time. So I am excited to be using this. I'm trying to be better about prioritizing certain things and really focusing on a handful of products rather than using everything like 2 or 3 times, if that makes sense. A product I haven't used at all since rolling it in last month is the Ofra Liquid Lipstick in Havana Nights. This is just really deep and vampy, and I honestly don't see myself using it in the month of August either, but I think I will definitely get the 5 uses in the fall. I don't mind if it's in this project like taking up a space or whatever until then, because I really do like this color. This is a collaboration with Kathleen Lights, but no progress on that right now. And lastly, I have the Tarte blush in the shade Feisty. and my goal is to use this 10 times as well, and I have used it 3 out of 10 times, which I was actually surprised and happy to see when I was going through my spreadsheet and like marking in my tallies. I was very happy to see that I used this 3 out of 10 times already. Blush is something that I want to use a different blush every single day. I want to use 5 different blushes every single day. I just love blush so much, and I have been reaching for this, what is that, a quarter of the time, which I think is pretty decent. It's just a kind of deeper nude, better for like more tan skin, I guess. It has a bit of a peachy or terracotta undertone in certain lights. I don't know, this color is kind of hard to describe. It does have some hard pan on there, and I was going to scrape it off, but honestly it's working just fine with that on there. So for now I will leave it alone because I don't want to waste any product, but 7 more uses on this. So we are rolling out 2 products. We had a makeup empty, and I met my goal on this e.l.f. blush. The only product that I maxed out on is lipsticks, and I don't want more than 1 lip liner. I know that I will not be able to use 2 sufficiently, so everything else is fair game. So I have my Pretty Random app ready to go. I have in the numbers 2 to 682. I hope that my spreadsheet is up to date. I never do the shaking thing. It does feel fun. First we have 502, and our second number is, okay, no, not doing that. So the first number is a tanning product, and then just, 2 above that is another tanning product, so there's no sense in doing that. Let's try 313. I don't think I've ever had them be that close before. Alright, I am back with my products. I haven't fully decided on a goal. I'm leaning towards 10 uses on both of them, but first we got the Soul Body Gradual Sunless Tanning Lotion in the shade Medium to Deep. This is a new product to me. I have used it once before, and so far I really liked it. It faded gracefully. It was a really nice color on me. Still have that hair on my cheek, and this smells really good. The only other gradual tanning lotion that I have used before is the Jergens one, and that smells so gross to me, and this one doesn't smell like that. It says it's infused with coconut, argan, and marula oils for ultra soft and healthy skin, and I'm actually in need of another layer of self-tan, so I guess I'm going to be using this one pretty much exclusively, and I do think 10 uses is a good goal for this. If I apply it like once or twice a week, maybe. I'm not sure. The second item was another tanning product, which that just doesn't make sense to roll both in. Even though I do have the only 2 per category rule, it just wouldn't make sense. After that, I rolled in the CoverFx palette. I think I was working on this, was it earlier this year? Or was it last year? Oh no, it was the Smashbox Cali Contour palette, so it must have been last year that I had a shade. But it is the shade Moonbeam, which is this brightener shade, this very icy highlighter, which I am a little concerned about. Maybe it will be a good like mixing shade. It's definitely a beautiful highlighter. The cat is losing it. It's very beautiful, but it is very icy and too light for me right now. So I will be able to mix this with some of my deeper highlighters, and also with the 2 other highlights in this face palette. Domino is tearing up this whole house, upstairs and downstairs. I'm very happy to have this out. I love it when I pull in face palettes, and then even though I'm specifically working on a certain shade, I can still reach in and use other products in here, which I'm very happy to be doing, because I feel like this does not get enough love from me. So I will do 10 uses on the shade Moonbeam. I think it will be beautiful as an inner corner highlight. Oh my god. As well as a highlighter on my cheeks. So those are the new products I'm pulling into this project. In terms of goals for next time, it's really hard to predict, but I would love it if the Milani eyeshadow primer could be an empty. And I think 3 more uses on the Super Shock shadow should not be too much of an issue either. I would like to say, of course, I'd use this pinky red 4 more times, but I just don't see that happening. I'm not really sure. I'll just keep trucking along. I love it when I can have at least 1 empty each update, if not 2, or like rollouts. So we'll see where we get. But I'm really happy with the like broad selection of products I have. That's it for today's update. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!